Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, for the opportunity to ask my question. And my question is based on, Mr. Speaker, if you wish to move mountains tomorrow, you must start by lifting stones today. My question is, can the CS provide a projection of teachers' demand over the next 5 years, Mr. Speaker? Because, Mr. Speaker, that projection is needed for Parliament also to plan, also for the Ministry to plan, in regards to the population of the students, the infrastructure, and all that pertains to giving quality education to the students. So can he give the projection for the next 5 years? Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Okay, Senator Margaret Jepkoech Kamar.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. CS, you have mentioned that the TSC prioritizes the old graduates. I'm just wondering whether there's a way of mopping the old, all of them. Because although you are saying they prioritize, it's the fact that they are given 10 points, 5 points, or 2 points, depending on the year of graduation. It's the highest. But there are so many other points that are given there are so many other parameters that are used, such that even if you are a graduate of 2010 and somebody gets more parameters on 2015, the one of 2015 simply passes and you are left. And this is the cry on the ground. The cry on the ground is that it is not a first-come, first-served employment system. So is there a way in which you can actually say anybody who has been there for 10 years is mopped? Because they're all graduates, they have all graduated, whether they are P1s or graduate teachers, if you can mop the past. Because right now there is a complete mix, and we do appreciate that there is a complex way of hiring teachers, but until we mop those who have done, they will continue to cry. And this question is coming out of really a cry from the ground, that there are people who graduated in 2010 and they are still out there, and out of the formulas that we have used, we have managed to get people of 2015, people of 2020 coming in, and there has to be a way of mopping all this so that we don't have a graduate who has been on the ground for more than 10 years. One cried to me and said, I am now 34 years old. Very soon, I will not be employable. And yet I have been on the ground since I graduated. And that one graduated when he was 23. So this is now 11 years, and they're out there. Is there a way in which you can mop all this? Thank you.
CS, answer those 3 questions.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. On the question of the Technical College in Isiolo and Garbatru, as I indicated, we have many students who need to join these colleges, so it is the ministry's priority to ensure that these colleges that are already done are completed and students admitted to them, because we need them, because we have more students in that subsector. To that extent, we've actually made a requisition for resources to complete the institutions that are incomplete so that they can admit students, and to ensure that all the ones that are coming up, the 52 others that are remaining, are also done and completed to ensure that we can absorb these students. Our estimation is that if we have all these institutions operating, the TVET sector can absorb up to 2 million students, and that is our target in the next 2-3 years. That's what we are working toward. So we take that into account. We'll ensure that those colleges that are completed, including the one in Isiolo, are done, completed, and operationalized, including getting equipment. For example, in terms of equipment, if you go to government ministries, any government ministry, you'll find a lot of vehicles, obsolete equipment that is thrown all over, that is normally sold for nothing. We've done a paper to allow us, as the TVET sector, to be allowed to take all those vehicles and spread them, and other equipment in hospitals that are obsolete, to spread them across our institutions so that they can be used for learning. That way we'll be able to have equipment at a affordable cost in a number of our institutions. So we are trying to come up with programs to ensure that even as we are hiring or we are getting other equipment, what we have is also utilized. To the question of whether we supervise VTCs, yes, we do. In terms of policy and standardization of programs, that is done under the TVET department, and so they are supposed to be aligned. And that, I think I answered that question when I answered the very, very first question relating to what the TVETA and TVET CDAC does. The programs and policies are done by us. So if it's not being done, we'll ask our regional director for TVET to be able to ensure that he's hands-on in that area to ensure that we keep to the standards. To Senator Karungo's question, we have not done a projection for 5 years, and that's a very welcome recommendation, and I've asked the TSC team that is here to undertake that exercise. It is better for planning. It helps us to predict. It helps us also to find out which subject areas do we need more teachers, so that we can plan our lives and our programs better. So it's a welcome suggestion, and we have taken it into account. Thank you, Senator Karungo. To Senator Kamar's question, it is true that they are supposed to take into account, prioritize those who graduated earlier. But up to date, that has not really worked, because wherever you go, you'd find somebody who tells you, I graduated 25 years ago and I have not been employed. What we are grappling with currently is to see whether we can come up with a policy where we are going to have an affirmative action, where we are, as you correctly suggest, we mop up the older ones who graduated and give them jobs, even without taking them through those particular many criteria, so that we are able to spread them, to spread whatever spaces that is available once or twice in the next 1 or 2 years, so that we can mop all of them out, so that we do not have this cry. So we are looking into working towards ensuring to come up with even an affirmative action to just support them, because we are having people retiring before they get employed, so which is very, very frustrating. So thank you for the suggestion, Madam Kamar. I submit, Mr. Speaker.
So, Honorable CS, is it that you are giving commitment that the next 1 year or 2 you'll be able to mop up that list of the undergraduates? It's a very sensitive matter that maybe the former CS education would like to know whether it is in your plan that you are committing to do that.
Yes, it is, Mr. Speaker. And if you note from the question was clear that we needed to have provided the number of teachers who are not employed from each county and their year of graduation. We didn't get that, and we have asked that TSC undertakes that exercise and gives us that information, because we were only given a general provision. Once we have that number,